Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and I'm standing out the very first rental property I ever bought. That was in 2010. I think we paid $97,000 for it. Now it's worth about $315,000 in that range. We first rented it for $1,050 a month, and I think it's been rented for about $1,500 recently. So this is one I think I'm going to sell. So I'll talk about that, why I'm selling it, what we're going to do with that money. And I'll show you what it looks like now after 9 years of owning it, almost 9 years, and how it's fared. So I have a list of all my rentals at investformore.com/my rentals. I'll have a link to that in the description as well. But you can see we have 20 rentals now. I bought 23 total, ended up selling a few others. So 13 residential properties and then 7 commercial properties are all listed on there with videos. For most of them, I don't have videos of the very first ones I bought. Like this one, this is the very first video I've posted of this one, because I bought it before I started my blog and started doing videos, and I've never been back after tenants moved out. So you can see, I think this is the original carpet that we first put in, and this is the original paint. We did not even paint this house when I bought it. And when I first bought it, I think it was an estate sale. I made an offer on it, and then it went under contract with somebody else. That fell apart, and I ended up getting the deal. And I talk about in another video too, how this property has performed and done. And I'll link to that as well. But man, I wish I would have bought like 50 of these. Not that I could have found 50, but it's just been an amazing rental. It is nothing, there's nothing fancy about it. It's all builder grade. It was actually pretty, cheaply built. It has no basement, just a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. But you don't have to have fancy houses to be good rentals. And I think we put light fixtures in when we bought it, did a tiny bit of painting upstairs, put in some appliances, and that was about it. And then later on, we put an AC at one point. I'll show you the garage here first. And I think we did a sprinkler system at one point, and that's really about all we've done on this property. Here's a garage, which is good size. The backyard. And we've put sprinkler systems in all of our rentals, just because you can't depend on the tenants to hand water, to use, hoses and sprinklers. The AC looks amazing. I think it's supposed to have weeds growing into it like that. Helps prolong the life of it. But yeah, if we let them do it, the yards will die. We're in Colorado. You have to water the grass multiple times a week or it will die. It doesn't go dormant, it dies. So we have to have sprinklers for our rentals to keep the grass nice. There's some paint touch-up we'll have to do on the door. That's about it. So people have all the nightmare rental stories, and I have a few of those as well. But for the most part, my rentals have been fantastic, and I've loved them. All right, so going upstairs, there's 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. We've never had a problem renting this house, even though it's a very simple, basic floor plan. There's not even a bathroom on the main floor. We've never had an issue. Like I said, very simple. But it works. And we'll probably replace this carpet. It's not bad, but there's a few spots where it's pretty worn. And if we're gonna sell it, we want it to be a little nicer than if we're keeping it as a rental. And like I said, the reason why I'd sell it is because the rents have not gone up like the value has. The value has almost tripled. I got a really good deal when I bought it, but still, it rented for like $1,050 when I first bought it, and now it rents for $1,500. So the rent has gone up 50%. The price has gone up, 200, 300%. And the rent to value ratio for how much money I have tied up into it is not that great. So my plan is to sell this property, do a 1031 exchange into a new commercial property I have under contract. So I have a $600,000-ish property under contract to buy 10,000 square feet, half acre, a really cool location on a corner. And I'll talk more about that property once I buy it. So I'm going to, do a little tiny bit of work on this one, get it listed, do a 1031 exchange, hopefully sell it because I've got 90 days to close on the new commercial property. So get this listed, sold before we buy the new property, use the money from this property as my down payment on the new commercial property, and then we'll have a property that makes way more money than this one. It's worth a lot more money. That's also a really good deal. And basically not putting any more cash into it out of my pocket, but increasing returns, increasing cash flow, increasing equity. And I kind of have a plan to do that with a couple of my rentals, and I'm working on buying another commercial property that's even more expensive to do that again. And we'll see, that deal's not as solid as the other one. It's not done yet, but I'm hoping we can get that one done as well. So that's the property. That's the plan. I mean, I'm not really too disappointed that I'm selling my first rental because it's been such an awesome rental. It doesn't really bother me, and I'm thinking about, how much more wealth can create by selling it and buying new, bigger, and better ones. And it's really just been a great investment. So while there are some tenant horror stories, some bad stories out there, I think when I figured out at one point all the bad versus the good, like 8% of my tenants caused problems and the rest were great. So that is the property. We'll have more videos coming up soon, buying a couple houses today, and then buying hopefully another one this week and another one next week that will be flips. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to give us those thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll try to get them answered. Thanks for watching.